I am not that big of an edibles guy. And there's a good reason for that. I like sweets, man, and I love the ganja. So edibles for me used to be a pretty big choice. It's like one of the biggest preferred methods of getting high. For me, it's always going to be smoking. But it's totally cool that other people out there like edibles. When I first met Sam from Prairie State Hemp, he was the first person to ever convince me to try hemp-derived gummy. Fast forward to when I started working with Rick from Happy Hut. And I invited Rick to come back to my shop and to also meet Sam. I had this whole thing planned out. It wasn't really an official business meeting as much as it was just me introducing one homie to my new homie. Rick decided to come and bring some presents for my wife and I. He brought this interesting little vape called the Day and Night Vape. It was like 2 grams. And he brought over some THCO edibles. If you don't know what THCO is, it's actually a synthetically derived analog of THC. So it can only be made in a lab, and it's 3 times more psychoactive than standard THC. Now, this bag of THCO edibles was like 3,000 milligrams, 250 milligrams per edible. I had 250 milligram edibles from Prairie State Hemp before, which I already knew got me cross-eyed, got me seeing triples, got me skyrocketed, got me the opposite of low. They look like candy. They're little squares that have like hard candies on the outside of them. I ate one, my wife ate one, and he ate one. They were super good. Some time goes by, we record our first stoner tip. Then we go over to a local pizza joint downtown to grab some slices before we head over to Prairie State Hemp. We sat down at the table, and as Rick was talking to me, it was like I was hit in the head with a hammer. I don't remember exactly what it was that he was talking about, but I remember hearing him and then looking past him, just essentially not being on this planet anymore. I looked up at my wife and I looked up at Rick, and I was like,
Yo, we're gonna have to walk because I can't drive anymore.
And of course, since the gummy was hitting me, it was hitting everybody. Luckily, Prairie State Hemp was only a block away, so we didn't really need to drive anyway. As soon as I got there, I wanted to introduce Rick and Sam. I couldn't really even do that. Sam's friend was already at Prairie State Hemp. If you don't know Sam, you know that he is a clean-cut professional man. I go to introduce them, and I ended up sitting on the couch that Sam has in the back. I greened out so hard that my peripheral vision was gone. I was in comatose. People were actually worried about me. My wife was also on the moon, but she wasn't as high as I was. She was trying to take care of me. Rick and Sam actually left the back room because they could see that I was like overwhelmed. They came back with some CBD tincture. CBD tincture is thought to mellow your high if you're greening out. But them trying to give the CBD tincture to me while I was talking to Jesus made me nervous and super uncomfortable. And that made me sick to my stomach. I'm telling them that I need to get up off the couch. I couldn't really do it, so they were helping me get up. There was somebody in the bathroom, so I wasn't able to go right in, and I threw up on the floor in front of Sam. I grossed everybody out, and Sam actually had plans to go to a hockey game. But instead of being able to leave, I was actually just throwing up all over the floor. My wife was taking care of me, and I was having this existential crisis, thinking like, oh, this is the worst day of my life. I got my business partners out here. Now they're all going to think that Nick can't fucking hang. My wife got me all cleaned up. Sam and his homie needed to go, and it was cold outside, so he literally took the sweatshirt off of his back and gave it to me so that way I could have something clean and warm to wear while we walked back over to my car. Once we got there, Rick was actually able to drive us back to the shop. Every time I would take THCO after this, I started to have similar psychoactive effects, almost like mild mushroom visuals. If you've ever experienced what a mushroom trip feels like, that's what THCO gummies started to do to me. And after that, basically every edible just has been putting me down. I can dab, I can smoke, I can vape, but if I take an edible, even a small one, I'm high for like 6+ hours. I have like family members and friends that don't really get high, but they like to do some gummies and edibles and be fried. As somebody who's smoking every day, getting high every single day, now those are like too extreme for me. So yeah, after that experience, I just thought maybe I'm not gonna do edibles for a little while. I don't really feel like greening out and getting sick. Maybe I'll give it a try again. I've been seeing some videos of other people taking macro doses. If you guys would like to see me torture myself, I might actually do that. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you later.